Most people in Canada think money is simple. You get paid, you pay your bills, you try to save what's left. And if there's nothing left, you assume the problem is your income. But that's not actually how money works. Money in Canada is a system. And if you don't understand the system, you will always feel behind, no matter how much you make. Let's break it down properly. First, money comes in. This is your income, your job, your pension, side work, whatever it is. This is where most people focus. Make more money. And yes, income matters, but it is only the starting point. Because the second money enters your life, it starts getting pulled away from you. The first thing that happens is taxes. Before you even see your full paycheck, a portion is already gone. Federal tax, provincial tax, CPP, EI. And as your income increases, so does the percentage taken. So when people say, just make more money, what they don't tell you is you don't keep all of that increase. Then comes the second layer: fixed expenses, housing, utilities, insurance, phone, transportation. These are the non-negotiables, and in Canada, especially right now, these costs are high. So before you even start thinking about saving or investing, a large chunk of your remaining money is already committed. Then comes the third layer: lifestyle spending, food, subscriptions, entertainment, impulse purchases. This is where most money leaks happen. Not because people are careless, but because spending is easy, automatic, and everywhere. And here's the problem. If you don't control this layer, it expands to fill whatever income you have. Now here's where things start to separate people, because after taxes, after fixed expenses, after lifestyle spending, there's either something left or there's nothing. That something left is the most important part of your financial life. Because that gap, the difference between what you earn and what you spend, is what builds everything. That gap becomes your emergency fund. That gap pays off your debt. That gap funds your TFSA. That gap grows inside your RRSP. No gap, no progress. And this is where most people get stuck. They think the solution is more income. But if spending rises with income, the gap never grows, so nothing changes. You just operate at a higher level, with the same financial stress. Now let's talk about the next layer most people ignore: time. Because money doesn't just sit still. If you leave it sitting, inflation slowly eats it. Prices go up. Your money buys less. So doing nothing actually moves you backward. But if you invest it, time works in your favor. Your money starts making money. And over time, that growth compounds. Which means the earlier you start, the less you actually need to contribute. That's why two people can earn the same income and end up in completely different places. Now let's go one level deeper, because Canada actually gives you tools, but most people don't use them properly. The TFSA, tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals. This is one of the most powerful accounts you have. But most people either don't use it, or they use it like a savings account instead of an investment tool. Then there's the RRSP, tax deferral. You reduce taxes today, but you pay later when you withdraw. This works best when you contribute at a higher income and withdraw at a lower income. But if you don't understand that, you can use it the wrong way. Then there's CPP and OAS. CPP comes from what you contributed during your working years. OAS comes from the government. These are not meant to fully support your lifestyle. They are a foundation, which means if you rely only on CPP and OAS, you will feel limited. So when you put all of this together, money in Canada is not about guessing, it's about control. Control your taxes where you can. Control your spending. Create a gap. Use the right accounts. And give your money time to grow. Here's the reality most people don't hear. You don't need a perfect system. You need a consistent one. Because small, controlled decisions repeated over time beat big, inconsistent moves every time. So if you feel stuck, it's not because money is impossible. It's because the system is working exactly as designed, just not in your favor yet. And here's the part most people miss. It's not about doing everything at once. You don't need to fix your entire financial life overnight. You just need to take control of one thing. Track your money. See where it's actually going. Make one better decision this week than you did last week. Because control doesn't come from big moves. It comes from small decisions, repeated over time. Money is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep, how well you control it, and how long you give it to grow.